Hello, everyone. We are on the meet and greet for the Argentina Antarctica singles cruise, which is happening in a couple of weeks. I'm your concierge, Linda. So for those of you who I have not met, which I think is most of you, I will be I like to call myself the fun meister. I will be there for guidance, for help. This is your vacation. I'll put together a weekly program. You can join us on everything. You can do your own thing on everything, but just know that we will always have something for you to do if you are looking for something to do. What's wonderful about this trip is we've got, I think, close to 20, if not 20 people. So there's always going to be somebody to do something with, which is really, really, I think that the benefit that we have going as singles, but traveling together, right? So why don't we kind of go around, if you just want to introduce yourself, tell me where you are from and how many times you've traveled with us with Singles Travel. Kelly, you want to go ahead and start? You're on mute.
Kelly, you're muted.
Kelly, you just have to unmute. There's a button on the very bottom. If you bring your cursor down to the bottom, it says mute.
The top right. I found mine on the top right that I was able to click on.
Top right? Okay, hang on a second.
You can just also hold down the space bar.
Oops. Let me see if I can help you out here.
Okay.
Looks like there you go. All right, perfect.
Yeah, we're not allowed to use Zoom at work, so this is my first Zoom meeting. That's why I'm using, yeah. iPads can do anything. My name is Kelly, and this is my second trip, but the last one was about 10 years ago.
Okay. And where are you from, Kelly?
I grew up in Illinois, but I live in Washington, D.C. right now.
Oh, fantastic. I will be there after this trip, actually.
Me too.
Yeah, right. You go back home. Bobby, you want to go?
Sure. I'm Bobby. I'm from Yuma, Arizona, which is where California, Arizona, and Mexico all touch at the Colorado River. So you can always find me on the map, even though it might not say Yuma. I was invited by my fabulous roommate, Kim. And this is my first trip with Singles Travel International. So I'm excited. And it's also checking off 2 more continents for me. I will have seen all 7 by the end of the year.
Excellent.
So I'm excited.
That's exciting. For those of you who just joined us, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. I know there was a little mix up on the vacation, the final vacation details. For those of you who just joined, I'm Linda, your concierge. I will be there with you the entire trip. This is our meet and greet. This is a chance for us to meet our fellow travelers, ask some questions. We will go over that final vacation detail, and it is being recorded. So if you can't stay the whole time, just know that it will be recorded. So now we're just doing introductions. So we're going to introduce ourselves, where we're from, and how many trips we've taken with Singles Travel. And I think we're now with Helen.
Hi.
Hi. Excuse me, may I interrupt? Does Joanne have a bad connection?
Joanne, you're glitching.
Really?
Yeah,
maybe to sign out and sign back in again. Pardon me, Helen, for interrupting.
That's okay. Not a problem.
So while she's figuring that out,
okay,
Helen,
I'm going to leave and then come back again.
Okay, and we'll let you in.
Yeah, okay.
All right, see you in a bit. Okay, Helen,
okay.
You're up.
I'm Helen, and I'm from New York. And I don't remember how many trips I've taken with Singles Travel, possibly 6 or 7.
Okay.
I was in Bali with you.
With not Bali. Where were we?
Bora Bora.
Tahiti. Yes.
Tahiti, yeah. Bora Bora, Tahiti, whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, yeah. Right. And I've done wine trips with STI and a couple of cruises. Yeah, there's probably got to be 5 or 6 at this point.
You've done some good ones, I tell you that.
Yes, I have. And this one sounds fascinating. And I didn't think about it by way of continents, but this might actually be all 7 continents for me.
That's awesome.
At the end of this one. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Great. Well, wonderful. Kim, you're up.
I'm going to be rooming with Bobby, and she and I did a Baltic trip together a few months ago. So we've been roommates before. I grew up in St. Louis, lived in LA for 10 years, and now I live near the Phoenix area in Arizona. This is either my fourth or fifth, I think it's my fifth STI trip. It is definitely my seventh continent and my 65th country.
Wow.
My gosh.
I thought I was doing well with 38. I think I'm going to 30 on 38, but that's fabulous.
I've never kept track. I just go there.
Yeah, you just do it. I had to do it a while ago for when I was getting into the business. Okay, we're going to let Joanne in. Well, excellent, Kim. All right, Allison.
Hi, everyone. My name's Allison. I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and this will be my fifth trip with STI, and really looking forward to knocking 2 more continents off the list as well.
That's excellent. I know I love it that we're going to South America and Antarctica. So that's kind of cool. And Penny.
Hi, folks. I'm from Toronto. Lived here all my life. This will be my third trip. The first was about 7 years ago on a cruise. I just got back from South Africa on the 30th, but on the beginning of my 5th day, I was positive with COVID.
No.
So I missed out on the safari, the wine tour, and Victoria Falls.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, fortunately, there was a group, I was in a group of 10. Sorry, I shouldn't tie up. Group of 10 plus a tour guide and a driver. And we were in a minivan for about 4 days. And I had a roommate. Nobody got it from me.
Oh, good.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, good. Oh, yeah, that it's tough being overseas and getting it.
5 shots I've had. 5.
Yeah. So hopefully you weren't too sick.
7 years.
Well, welcome. Well, welcome. We're going to make it through this one.
Okay, thank you.
Barry, you're up.
Hi, I'm Barry. I'm originally from Chicago. I live in Puerto Vallarta now.
You need to have your hand over the camera. Oh,
there we go.
Yeah,
we were looking at the palm of your hand.
Sorry. Live in Puerto Vallarta now, and this is my second trip with single travelers. Just got back from a trip to Jordan and Egypt, and looking forward to it.
This is your third then, because you did one with me.
Correct.
So you did 3 continents.
No, I only did one other, was with you.
Oh, so you came back. Egypt and Jordan was on your own.
Egypt and Jordan was with Atkinson and Kent.
Somebody, okay.
Abercrombie and Kent.
Abercrombie and Kent, yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, so this is your second with me. Hey, lucky Barry. Patricia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Patricia. I'm from Southern California, and this is my second trip to STI. I actually am not so much of an avid traveler, so I'm not as seasoned as all of you, but I am looking forward for this trip. And I'm rooming with Kelly, and it's good to meet her.
Oh, there you go.
Hi.
That's why we do this. So now you can go in, not blind, not knowing who she is.
Yes.
Excellent. And I'm sorry, but iPad 2 is not a name, so I don't know who I'm addressing.
There's Kelly's iPad 2.
No, Kelly. All right, we'll go. Joanne, you're still glitching, but it's not as bad as it was.
Yeah, I don't know why that's happening. I'm Joanne. I'm also from Toronto. I think this is my 5th trip with STI.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to this. I've never been to South America or Antarctica. So
excellent.
This is an adventure.
Excellent. Happy to have you. And Robin, how are you doing, Robin? My fellow Coloradian.
I'm doing great. I just got back from the outrageous Vegas weekend. Which was really fun. It was a good time. And this will be my 3rd trip. My first trip was with Linda on the Colorado Rockies, the Canadian Rockies trip from Vancouver to Calgary. And I got for the COVID test coming home, I was positive. And after spending 7 days in close proximity to or something like that, nobody else got sick that I know of.
Nope, not that I know of either.
Yeah, and I also fully vaccinated and everything, so
yeah,
that was fortunate. Although kind of a long story. To get home, I ended up having to rent a car or rent a truck, U-Haul, and drive it across the border and fly home from Billings, Montana. So
oh no,
that was crazy. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's an experience, and I got something to talk about. So plus, it was a great trip.
Yeah, it was very fun. Okay, great.
Linda's a really good concierge. So
well, thank you.
Castle Rock, Colorado. So and this, like I said, this will be my third STI trip, and then 2 weeks after this one, I go to Costa Rica. I think also with Linda.
Yep, so that's mine too.
Yeah,
they're all good ones. They're all excellent. I just got back from the Argentina, Brazil New Year's Eve trip. Oh, so okay. I just got back Sunday. So anyway, okay. So who has not spoken? You need to unmute for me, please. So you can press the space bar. Let's see if I can.
I think that's Joyce. Joyce, yes. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, good. So I'm not good with Zoom. This is only my second time. So you'll have to forgive me for whatever boo-boos I make.
No worries.
Anyway, this is my first trip with STI. I've traveled extensively over the past 10 years, excuse me, until COVID, but only on women trips. I've never taken a trip with guys and girls, and only because trips for women are a little bit different. They're foodie trips, they're cultural, shopping, whatever. So I said to myself, I've got to get some other places where I really want to go. And Antarctica has always been on my list since I went to Alaska and Norway. I found them fascinating.
Yeah, great.
So now I'm going to go in the opposite direction. I'm going to go south.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
But I didn't do an expedition because I really, I like the foo-foo-ness of the cruise ship. So, I'm fine staying on a cruise ship and just waving.
Well, we're gonna get lots of the foo-foo. That's for darn sure. And yes. those penguins in the back, we'll definitely get to see them. Maybe not touch them, but we'll get to see them.
That's fine.
Excellent. So welcome everyone. Thank you again for joining. I know that, like I said, there was a little typo on the final vacation details. So I'm glad you're all here. What I am going to do though is I am going to go over the final vacation details. So if you're not familiar how to get to those, if you didn't, did everybody get those in an email?
No.
Final vacation details. No. Okay. I'm going to show you where you can get them because they are on the STI site. So I am going to share my screen. And then I'm going to walk you right through it. And then that's what we're going to go over. So let me do that real quick.
Does it help if my phone is held up? Does that help at all for anybody?
Yeah, just keep it there for just a minute. I'm trying to get there.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So I'm going to the trips. I'm seeing highlights.
Are you signed in?
I am.
Okay, so scroll down.
And say, what trip are you looking for? You're looking for the Brazil, Antarctica. Click on that.
No, Argentina, Antarctica.
Argentina, excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going. I just
I'm in there. I'm in there showing highlights, itinerary, FAQs,
keep scrolling.
Trip chat, who's going, concierge.
Testimonials, and then your travel documents.
No, I'm not getting to testimonials.
So you are logged in though into your account. All right. You know what? Let's just go over it because I think a lot of the details, and then I will make sure everybody gets a copy resent to them via email. Okay.
With a corrected page 4?
I'm guessing it doesn't matter
Not that it means anything at this point.
It doesn't matter anymore. Okay.
It won't matter.
Okay. So, so basically there's a checklist to prepare for your vacation. You need to have a valid passport and it cannot expire within 6 months of when we go on this trip. Okay.
So Does everybody have that? I've got that. I've got that checklist page in hard copy.
Okay. So everybody has a passport that's valid for at least 6 months from the date we return from Argentina. And the reason why they do that is if for some reason you get stuck, they want you to have 6 months on your passport. Okay.
Oh, I never knew the reason.
Yeah. So if something happens, vaccines are required. Everybody's got their vaccine and copies of their vaccine card.
Is there a requirement as to how many you've had?
Nope.
Okay.
Just have to have been vaccinated at least one, like either the one Johnson & Johnson or 2 of the Pfizer or Moderna.
Okay.
Everybody needs travel insurance. Does everybody have travel insurance?
Yes.
Okay. The fit and willing to travel commitment. That is something that we all sign that says that we will abide by all the rules that are given to us. It also gives us your flight information. If you have not filled that out, let me know and we'll make sure that you get a copy of that before we go. Has everybody had a chance to fill out the fit and willing to travel commitment?
Yes.
I actually just did mine today because I've been in Chicago for a couple of weeks and I didn't have my passport with me and I don't have that memorized, my number. So I just did mine today.
Perfect. As long as it's done, before we get there. Okay, perfect. We also suggest that you contact your mobile provider to let them know that you are traveling. In some instances, like I'm on Verizon, we will have Wi-Fi on the ship, but in Buenos Aires, you can either get a new chip or you can just pay the $10 per day, which is we're really only in Buenos Aires for 2 or 3 days. So I will just do that. But it's just good to know what your options are if you want your cell phone not on Wi-Fi, because you can always have Wi-Fi. Okay. And I will walk through anybody who has trouble with that.
So does that mean Wi-Fi you can go and do anything with Wi-Fi on the ship? Because when I was on a Royal Caribbean cruise a while ago, and like if you didn't sign up with your service provider, the only thing you could get on the ship through the Wi-Fi was their app. You couldn't do anything else.
So I did the Christmas one a year ago, and as long as I had Wi-Fi, I was able to do everything. So I'm assuming that that's the case.
I've been on Celebrity and
specific Wi-Fi as opposed to because I know I get a package with my service provider normally, right? I pay so much for the whole trip. But I know there were people who hadn't signed up for sort of global roaming, so they could only use the Royal Caribbean app on their Wi-Fi.
So
I travel Celebrity constantly, and I use their Wi-Fi, and I can get everything.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, you shouldn't have trouble. And when you are in Buenos Aires, when you're on the whatever Wi-Fi is available, you can even call. If you have Wi-Fi calling, you can even call using Wi-Fi. Because I called my mom many times when I was traveling. Does everybody have the Celebrity app on their phones?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's going to be what we use every day. Like that's going to tell us everything that's happening. If you've got especially dining, if you've got any excursions, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Okay, got that. We're doing the meet and greet. Okay, which is funny because the meet and greet is correct on this checklist. Okay, passports. We talked about the vaccines. Okay, let's keep going through this. One thing that I always recommend is that you take a picture of your passport and your COVID card, and at least have that so that you have that on your phone. The other thing that I also recommend is to take a picture of your credit cards and leave it with somebody at home, just in case. That's just a safety precaution. Okay. All right. shore excursions. I know on the chat there was a lot of conversations about shore excursions already being done, like full. Mm-hmm. What they do is they only have a certain number that you can book before the cruise. Once you get on the ship, my recommendation is go right to the excursion desk and book your excursions. And what you can do is, while we're in Buenos Aires, maybe you can all kind of talk amongst yourself and decide which ones you want to do, and then go and sign up as soon as you get on the ship. Okay. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. They do have usually have plenty of availability. It's just the early birds. It's just it's a pre-cruise discount that they give you. All right. So that's the shore excursion. So you may want to like know ahead of time before we get to Buenos Aires, so you can all chat together.
I think on our trip chat, I wrote down the ones that I've already signed up for.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Group dining. Also, we will always have dinner in the main dining room as a group, unless you decide that you wanted to do the specialty dining, but you do have to sign up ahead of time for that. And right now we've only got a few people signed up, but on this sheet that we're looking at, that they talk about where you can sign up for group dining, and there is an additional cost for that. Okay. They've got.
So do we have a specific time that we're meeting? Are we early or late, or?
We are a late seating.
Okay,
so the late seating, like 8:30. Yeah.
I'm assuming that the group, the specialty dining is not full yet.
It is not.
We'll be able to sign up as we're on the ship if we decide we want to.
Well, there is a deadline for that because it does fill up beforehand, and there's always a wait list. Like there's always people who decide they don't want to do it, but if you want, so it says, see, we needed to sign up by the 6th, but I talked to Vicky, who handles this for us, and she said we can still sign up. So let's see. If you do want to sign up free, just send, you all have my phone number, right? You should all have my phone number. If you don't, let me give it to you.
Just for sake of.
Yeah, let me give it to you. It's in the document, actually.
Not everybody has it yet, because we're going to make sure that they're going to get that.
Oh, sorry, 303-845-2036.
That's me. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And if I can't get you an answer, then I will send you over to the operations team. Because as I mentioned, I'm actually on a road trip with my mom. We're together for the next couple of weeks prior to me meeting y'all in Argentina. Okay. So let me just scroll through what I want to talk to you about. Okay, contact, airport, luggage. Okay, so flights. Again, if you want to arrange your shuttles in together, I will be coming in early, so I will be there to meet everybody on the 26th. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, some people said that you wanted to explore. I have a tour guide that I'm working with locally. And so if you wanted to do a city tour, then we can get that arranged ahead of time for those coming in on the 26th. For those of you who are coming in on the 26th, we have a hop-on, hop-off bus for you on the 27th. That is part of your package. If you are coming in on the 27th in the morning and you would like to join the hop-on, hop-off bus, that will be at your own expense. I think it's like $25. I think that's what she told me.
What time is it?
It's whatever time we want to go. So if everybody wants to go around, I was thinking that they would go about 11, and then you'd have, it's about a 3 hour if you get off and see some things around. So if you're getting in around 9, you would have time to get in, settle into the hotel, and get on the hop-on, hop-off bus. Okay. So how many of you are coming in on the 26th?
I am.
How many are coming on the 27th?
Me.
Tricia, Penny, Helen, Allison. Okay. So about half and half here. Okay.
I'm on the 26th. I arrive in the afternoon.
In the afternoon. Okay. All right. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out, I'm going to have this operations team send out an email to everybody, and I'm going to give you options of different things, and then you can reply back to that. I think that's easier than doing it on here because I think people want to do different things. So I'm going to just be looking for an email with options for Buenos Aires. How many are staying on the 11th?
I think I am.
Barry, everybody else is going home when we get off the ship. Anybody else?
Yep.
Everybody else.
I'm leaving on the 11th in the afternoon.
Okay, so for those of us who are staying on the 11th, for dinner that night, I've got some options, and we don't have to talk about that now. We'll talk about that later, but I've got some options of things that we did. Okay. Transportation. Okay, hotel information. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the itinerary. So some of the I think one of you mentioned, I think it was Joyce, we do not, as far as I know, we do not step foot on Antarctica. Is everybody aware of that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because we are on a big ship. Does everybody know why? I can tell you why.
We're on a big ship.
We're on a big ship. They only allow a certain number of people on certain like it's not really a port, but they have to take these small Zodiacs that hold between 8 and 10 people, and they only allow so many of those on, and it's the expedition ships that are allowed. The big ships just cannot, they just can't handle that many people. So we will absolutely be on Antarctica water. So we will absolutely be able to say that we were in Antarctica, because I'm using that, and that's going to be one of my 7th. But we will most likely not be getting off setting foot on land. But we will be getting Uruguay, Falkland Islands, Ushuaia. What else do we do? So has anybody been to the Falkland Islands before?
No.
Either. Anybody been to Uruguay?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Who's a yes? Kim? Yeah? Okay, good.
And Argentina.
And you have been to Argentina. Okay. So that's the first for a lot of people. So that's really exciting. So a couple of things that was recommended. I have a full list. I have 2 friends that have just came back from Antarctica, and they gave me a list of things that we should be packing. So I'm going to have that sent out in an email as well.
Oh, great.
But one, yeah, I was like, what do I bring? A lot of fleece. Okay. So I'll also have that sent out as well. But the biggest thing that they told me, now I do not get seasick, but they said, because Drake Passage can be pretty rough sometimes, have it on hand. Have either seasick medication or the bands that you can wear, the pressure points. But those are what they told me are absolutes. Even if you don't get seasick, have them, because you never know what's going to happen. Okay. I'm super excited about Drake Passage.
The ginger gravel. I'm someone who got really seasick on other times in my life. Ginger gravel, fabulous.
Okay, so ginger, I always have some with me as well, because ginger just for upset stomach. So that's a really good idea, Penny. So ginger as well would be great to have. Cool. So again, I will send you a list of things. The other thing that they said was really helpful is those hand warmers, that you can buy for skiing, and you can get those. Costco sometimes carries them, get them online, but they said those were helpful as well. All right.
We can view the Antarctica from inside the ship, right? We don't necessarily have to be on the top where it's open.
Yeah, there'll be windows and stuff for you to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're not going to go out in the pool? Come on.
Well, I'll do it at least once for sure. I've been enough cold here.
I am checking, but I was told there's an indoor pool, but I have to double check that.
There is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been on the Infinity, Helen?
Yes.
You have? Okay, good.
Yeah, they always have an indoor pool.
Okay.
And then they've got the club on the top deck that has windows all over that you can, I don't remember what it's called, but yeah.
Is that the solarium?
No, the solarium is the indoor pool.
Is the indoor pool, okay. So yeah, so they always have like big open windows, so you'll be able to.
The Sky Lounge has the view. Okay. And that's usually on the top deck, deck 11, 12, 13, whatever it is.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Theme nights. For those of you who have not done this before, whenever we're on a cruise, we do theme nights. And it's just a fun way for us to do things as a group. It's not something the ship does, it's something that we do. It's not mandatory, but it is certainly fun if you do participate. So our 2 theme nights are Winter Wonderland and Under the Sea. And the description is luxuriously enchanting and whimsical portrayal of a snow-capped icicle. So blue, think blue, think snowflakes. What was the question?
Blue?
Yeah,
I
like blue
was
icicles.
Under the Sea. Either
Either one. You can kind of do both. So when I think of an icicle, I think of blue, like I think of like a glacier. I think of blue. So I am doing something with a white tutu. Let's just say that, in lights. That's what I'm doing.
A tutu?
Yep. For me, it's really a 3-3, but we won't go there.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to wear white.
I missed the sales for getting snowflakes.
Snow. It's whatever you want to do. It's just a fun way to
glitter and be gay. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And we do it together, and it's just fun. It's just a fun thing to do. Okay, let's keep going. We've got a tango show in Buenos Aires, which is super cool. We did that last time. Hang on a second.
And sorry, we get dinner with the tango show too, right?
We do.
Yeah,
we do. Great. We do. Okay, let's talk a little bit. I'm going off. I'm done with the final vacation details because you can read through that. Let's talk a little bit about.
I had a question.
Yeah.
And you may have covered this. I was offline for a few minutes. It says in one place that we get unlimited drink package, but then in another place it said they're at our own expense.
Yeah.
Where did it say that on the final vacation details?
Yeah, somewhere. I don't remember exactly.
That's a big one.
But somewhere on there it said that it was at our
was
own
it on the
expense.
ship at your own expense or somewhere else?
On the ship it's at our own expense, but then it said, you know, part of the singles group experience was unlimited drinks, also unlimited Wi-Fi.
So
that's part of the ship.
Hey, hang on. Okay,
included in ship, but that was part of the deal for.
Okay, let me answer it. Let me answer. Included in our cruise package. This says it right here. I'm reading it right here.
Right.
Our cruise package includes your cruise accommodations, port taxes, select meals on board, unlimited drink package, unlimited Wi-Fi, prepaid gratuities for the celebrity crew. Right. What's not included is airfare, transfers, extra hotel nights, beverages off ship. So
beverages off ship.
We do not cover beverages in Buenos Aires unless it's part of the meal, or if you go into port, beverages are not included.
Okay.
Robin, if you can.
Celebrity,
go ahead.
Celebrity has 2 different types of beverage packages. They have the classic and the premium. And I guarantee you ours is the classic, which means you can have a glass of wine or something up to $9, and anything else you will pay the additional amount.
Which makes sense. But as far as I understand, Robin, and as far as I know, if you can find out where it says it isn't, could you let me know? Because
yeah, I'm trying to track that down now.
As far as I was informed, and even on the website, it says it's included. So it does not say that it's alcoholic, but it just say unlimited drink package. And I
unlimited drink package.
It says in bracket open bar.
Unlimited drink package,
beer, wine, and and probably non-premium. So we're going to go with that.
If it's unlimited, that means it's beyond just a glass of wine.
Beer, wine, and
the cost is up to $9. You can't go to the martini bar on the classic package without paying extra for a martini.
That may be, but the unlimited package, which is what they said we have, to me says that it's an unlimited package.
Up to a certain price.
Yeah, I'll get you the specific wording, Robin, of what that entails.
Because they've got classic and premium.
And I'm guessing Helen's right that it is the basic, but classic. But I will get you the exact wording of what that means. Okay. and we'll get that sent out as well. Okay. Any other questions before I go off the final vacation detail? Okay.
I just wanted to ask one thing about, I think I told you the wrong date. I actually get in the afternoon of the 25th, not the 26th. I was looking, there was another excursion I looked at online by a Via Tour. Mm-hmm. It was called Tigre Delta and San Isidro.
Yep.
It sounded interesting. And I thought, oh, maybe that would be a good thing to do on the 26th, but I don't know if anybody else is interested in that.
Yeah, Viator is the way to go. That's usually how I go. And I did the Tigre Delta. The boat ride is really fun. It's like beautiful homes. It's about an hour boat ride. It's lovely. Tigre was closed. The town of Tigre was closed when we got there because it was Christmas Day. So we didn't really get to see much. I know. But it was fun. It was fun. So, and Viator is great company to work through and probably the easiest way to get a tour. So if anybody else comes in on the 26th, you want to post that on the chat and see if anybody takes you up on it?
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Do you think it's okay? Like I was thinking I would just wait until I got there to sign up for it. I can make a final decision, and that's kind of what I was thinking.
I mean, you always run the risk of it being booked, but like I said, I've got a local guide that we can contact that can help us out if something comes up. But I've been pretty lucky with Viator. I've not really had too much problem with things selling out. So
which company have you said? Sorry, Viator?
It's Viator.
Viator. Viator.
Tor. It's anywhere around the world. They set it up with local companies and they vet them, and they're pretty darn good and very reliable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay. So money. Let me talk to you a little bit about money. Money, it was very, very confusing to me when I went to Buenos Aires. Their financial situation is very volatile right now. It's recommended, and I'm just going to make this my recommendation, that you bring big bills. I never recommend big bills when I travel internationally. I always say fives, singles, because you're going to tip, $5 here, $1 there. That's not how it works here. They have what's called the blue market, which is actually the black market, but it's legit. It sounds illegitimate, but it's legit. And you exchange your money with somebody from the blue market. And the higher your bill, the 50s and 100s, the better rate you're going to get. Now, let me explain. If you go to an ATM or you go to a bank and you exchange your money, you're going to get what you find on the conversion, which is like 1.75. So for every 100, you're going to get 175 pesos. For every $1, you're going to get 175 pesos. If you go to an ATM, not only do you get a lower rate, but they take about half of that in fees. So I tried to get out $100. I got out about 65 when it all came down to it. So what you do is you bring your 50 or 100s, and there's a local guy that I'm going to work with a local person to come and exchange our money, and you will get 1 to 300, about 300.
Excuse me, you're speaking US dollars?
So if you give for every $1, you're going to get 300 pesos.
Yeah, I'm a Canadian, so I should be bringing. Yeah, so I want to know about US dollars.
I'd have to find out it's probably about the same. What's the exchange rate right now?
It's huge difference. No,
it's a lot less. Because I looked up the peso online, and I think for one Canadian dollar, you got about 14 pesos, something like that.
Did you look up the correct peso?
Yeah, but I'm bringing US dollars. It'll be easier.
Penny, US dollars.
Talking about US dollars is what you're referring to.
I am referring to US dollars.
In your conversation. That's what I just wanted to confirm.
Yes, I am.
Yep. Yeah, thanks.
How much cash do you think we would need to spend if we're only in Buenos Aires for a day?
Not a lot, but you're going to want, because if you use your credit card for meals, you get that really bad rate. So you're going to want to use cash for everything. So
bad rate meaning a foreign transaction fee, or just really bad rate?
Really bad rate, because the credit card, you're going to get what's the bank's giving, which is the 175, versus if you use cash, you're getting 300.
So
does that make sense?
Use U.S. cash to pay in a restaurant or something?
Yes, what they do, and it's interesting because a lot of times when you go anywhere and use US dollars, they give you like the worst rate. They actually give you a pretty decent rate. Like they'll exchange it in a decent rate. So yes, you can use US dollars.
Yes, because I was researching it a bit on the internet, and it actually recommended bringing US dollars.
Yes, you're going to bring US dollars, and I change mine into pesos because I get a better rate. Because no matter what, even if you use US dollars at a restaurant, you're going to get a good rate. You're not going to get the best rate. So I always exchange.
The reason I was asking is, all right, if he wants big bills, at least a 50. But if I'm only there for that one dinner, and then we have breakfast the next day at the hotel, and then get on the ship, how much cash do I really need?
What day do you get in, Helen?
I get in on the 26th.
Okay, so you're going to want that full day. You'll have lunch, you'll have dinner that night. So that's lunch and dinner.
Is the tango show.
That's the 27th. The tango.
All right, then I'm off. Then I get in the 27th. My apologies.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So you're going to, if you want to do some shopping, so bring maybe 250s. It's always better to have more than less, because again, if you run out, there's no way to replenish that because the ATM, it just isn't worth it. So I would err on the higher side, but you don't have to bring thousands,
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, a couple hundred just to have it, and then exchange what you want. But yeah, and then you're not staying after, you're leaving on the 11th.
Right. I have a very late flight. So I took the transfer from the ship where they'll give me a tour and then get me to the airport a little later, so that.
I would bring a couple of 50s. I would bring maybe 150 just to be safe. So for the rest of you, again, it's whatever you think. If you're a shopper and you want to shop, make sure you have cash to shop. I ran out of money because I didn't know this when I first went. Are things expensive there? No, not at all.
So Linda, just to clarify, so if I go out to have lunch and I get my bill at my table, I can actually I have pesos left over from when I went to Spain. So I don't know what I have inside, but I do have pesos left over. But say
aren't they a different peso?
They might be. These are Argentinian pesos. They're not like a Mexican peso.
Spanish peso, nor is it a Mexican.
No.
Yeah, they're a different peso. Yeah. They're not worth very much.
Oh, well, okay. So, but you're saying that I can actually pay, say my bill is, whatever, 100 peso. I can actually pay in American dollars to the waiter?
Yeah. They'll figure out the exchange for you and give you, like I said, it's not going to be as good as if you exchanged it for cash, but it's going to be way better than if you use your credit card. I learned that the hard way. Trust me, it's better to have cash.
Okay.
Yeah, that which makes sense, but to exchange and wind up with extra pesos that you wind up not using, you sort of the rate that you got.
So Argentinian pesos are a thing of their own. They're not used anywhere else in the world.
Correct.
I never knew that.
Because right now it's so bad. Their financial situation is not good right now. It's very volatile. Yeah, very different.
Okay, well, good. Thank you very much for bringing that up. I appreciate it.
And remember that those of you who are not staying at the end, if you have extra pesos, we can buy those off of you. So I wouldn't worry too much. That's what we did here. I have $60 that I'm coming in with because everyone sold me their pesos at the end of the trip. So yeah, so it all worked out. Okay. And if you have any other questions, please, it was so confusing to me. I'll be at the hotel on I get on the 24th or 25th. So just make sure you have my number so that you can text me if you're looking to get money and that whole thing. We'll make sure it happens. It's nice that I have a local person now.
Do you have an idea as to how much cab is from the airport to the hotel?
No, because we had our shuttle included. I can find out. I can find out.
In this document, it talks about that.
Does it?
Yeah, it's like 25 to 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was not too expensive, $30 or something like that.
Okay.
How far
Thank
is
you.
it? What is the distance, or in
30 minutes?
Oh, it's close.
Now,
okay.
I also have to clarify, I came in the day that they won the World Cup.
Oh, okay.
So,
and it was
so
still
it was
30 minutes?
It was insane. It was insane. But it still should be about 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah. It's not bad. Yeah.
Are we going to have a meeting at the hotel at about 3 o'clock on the afternoon of the 27th so that we all know what's going on, or?
Yeah. So on the 26th, I have hotel lobby hours from, I think, 4 to 5.
Okay.
So each day I will have your packet. I have name badges, but we don't wear them in Buenos Aires just for safety reasons. So
Right.
I don't wear anything in Buenos Aires, and it's safe. I don't want you to feel it's unsafe. Never, we walked around at night, never felt unsafe. It's very safe. But
so on the 27th, also 4 to 5, you would be in the lobby?
Yep. And if that's time's different, I'll let you know, but I'm almost positive that's usually what time. Yeah.
Can I cut in for a second?
Yeah.
So I've been to Buenos Aires before as well. And when you talk about it being safe, it is one of the cities where people do need to be mindful. I would not wear gold jewelry out in public. Someone in my group had her Rolex watch stolen right off her wrist in front of our hotel at 3 in the afternoon. Yeah. So it's not the place that you flash money and jewelry. It's they're struggling. They're struggling, and they love getting the US dollars, by the way. They love our currency because it's strong.
Yeah,
but
that's
I would
good.
be very mindful of wearing jewelry in public in Buenos Aires.
Jewelry.
Oh,
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
But one other quick tip: cell phones. Don't be like this with your cell phone.
Yeah.
You got to have them close to because people will just walk by or ride by and
take it right from you.
So so it's safe, but just be mindful. Just don't, be mindful. Yeah, Joyce, did you have a comment?
Yeah, I don't have any problem admitting that I will not venture off by myself. I can't help it. I don't have a good sense of direction. First of all, I always want to go to the right. Wherever I am, I just want to go to the right, and I don't know why that is. But nevertheless, if there's anybody that is not comfortable going off by themselves, please remember my name is Joyce. and
it's not iPad 2.
Right.
I don't know how this Zoom thing.
And that's not a problem. That's why we go together, Joyce. Is that somebody will always be with you, or I'm always available if you want to, I had one guest always want to go for a walk. I'm like, all right, let's go for a walk. If you're not comfortable by yourself, then we will make sure somebody's there. Yeah, absolutely. That's why we do this together, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. And then the other thing is just for Buenos Aires, you do need a different electrical piece. It's like a 2-prong thing. So just make sure you have the right, you can get it on Amazon. That's where I got mine. I got a universal.
Other one.
Yeah, I picked one up already.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah. So that'll be good. I had to get 2 different ones, one for Argentina and then one for Brazil because it was very different. Okay, we're almost up with our hour. I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out how to get the final vacation details, but I want to open it up. Any questions, concerns that you might have? Yes, Kim.
So actually, it's just a piece of information to share. I was really hoping to do the polar bear plunge, as some of my friends have done that have gone to Antarctica. And I did call, and it's not going to be an option for an excursion. So set your expectations now. It's not something we'll be able to do.
Okay. Thanks for that information. Kelly.
So my flight on the day we get back is at 10 in the evening. And do they take us directly to the ship to the airport?
No, because unless you've already pre-booked your transfer. So many of us are going to the hotel. So, because we're staying over another night.
Right.
So
I have to back for work.
There is a what I did.
There is an excursion. I signed up for an excursion that takes you from the boat and drops you off at the airport.
Yes, I'm on that too. There's an excursion.
There are several of them.
Buenos Aires, yes. And then it ends at the airport after 7.5 hours.
There you go.
So is that, I can still add that?
Yes.
I did one also because my flight is like 10 o'clock at night.
So who, was that something you added to us? Did you add that?
The Holiday Inn has a days room.
Okay.
From Celebrity.
The Holiday Inn that's close to the airport has a day rooms that you can get for the day and hang by the pool and then take a shower to go to the airport. So I was trying to decide. So it's not too late to get on the excursion that's all day with the group.
Yes, I'm doing
that. I haven't checked it recently.
So Patricia's doing it, Robin's doing it. Helen, are you doing that?
So I can, how do I sign up for that?
You have to go to the Celebrity, you have to get the Celebrity app and, or go onto their website and they'll, if you sign in, you should have, it should give you the, they should already have your information and it should tell you exactly what cruise you're on and that sort of thing. And then you can go and click on the excursions button and it'll list all the available ones, including the sold out ones. And you can go and select which ones you want.
Okay.
I signed,
but I thought it was an STI one, not a Celebrity one. So
yeah, so I'm confused again. So I had, when I made the reservation, several months ago, with one of the options was the transfer to the airport. So I already booked that and, paid for it, in my final payment. So now I can't do something else. Is that correct?
What time is your flight, Joyce?
Well, you probably think I'm an airhead, but I don't remember. But say it's at night.
Joyce,
say it's at night.
I've got your flight in front of me. Your arrival or departure.
Oh yeah, well, what is it?
You arrive at 9 a.m. on the 26th.
When did she depart?
Yeah, when do I go?
Okay, I'm looking at the, oh boy.
I know.
Oh, I see it.
I get home the next day, so I have a late flight. I know I get home the next day, and I'm very sorry that I wasn't prepared for this meeting.
I've got you. I've got you here now, girl.
Okay.
On the 11th of February, you depart at 9:15 p.m.
Okay, thank you so much.
And it says departure transfer ship to airport.
All right.
Yes.
What I had done is I had originally paid for the transfer with STI.
Okay,
and
me
then
too.
When I saw how late my flight was, I asked if I could cancel it and they allowed me to. And then I booked the Best of Buenos Aires through Celebrity, ending at the airport. So at least I get to see something of Buenos Aires for the day and then get to the airport. And, there are several options that they had, leaving the ship, doing something, and then ending up at the airport. But I did the Best of Buenos Aires.
Joyce, do you have a pen on you right now?
Well, again, how unprepared I am. No, but what should I write down? I'll go get it.
I was going to give you the email to send a note to the operations team.
Okay.
And it's service@singlestravelintl.com. And just tell them exactly what Helen did. She wanted to cancel the transfer and explain why.
Okay.
And then you can go ahead and book the excursion if that's what you want to do.
So what was the email address again?
Service at Singles Travel, INTL.
Okay.
Yeah, Singles, SINGLES, Travel, INTL.com.
Okay. Okay, good. I didn't, now I'm going to remember that, I didn't get up to get the pen because I got ice on my knee because I have a torn meniscus going on. So
oh, no. Okay.
It's just not just get up and, go get a pen. But okay, I will do that. And worst comes to worst, I would just forfeit the $39 or whatever it was.
Well,
so
see if you can. If not, You have my phone number. Just text me and I can send it to you. If you do text me, make sure you put your name on it because I don't know who everybody is. I only have a few of you on my phone. Okay.
I'm iPad too, don't you know?
Oh yeah, hi iPad too.
I don't know how to even get my name on it.
Penny, did you have another question?
It's a small thing. If anyone sees some document, show me as Penelope. I go by Penny.
Penny, okay.
Just a comment. So I was trying to direct message Kelly, but Kelly, you, me, and Ed are on the same flight.
Oh, nice.
Arriving. Yeah, there is a typo on the sheet here. I'm actually arriving on the 27th, and I'm with 2 other people. We're on the same flight.
Oh, that's
good. Can arrange
you guys definitely can share a cab.
Yeah.
Well, we can meet at the airport in Houston.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Well, now you two know each other.
United
know what you look like.
Sit and chill away from people.
Speaking of which,
Linda.
On the return trips, the one of the flights says that it goes to Atlanta, but that actually goes to Houston.
For you?
Yeah, well, it says flight 818 on here, but I think it's flight 819, and it goes Easy E to IAH, which is, and I verified it with United, that it goes to Houston, not Atlanta.
Yeah, the returns aren't I mean, they're important for you all, but for me, it's really your arrival, so I know when everybody's coming.
Do we get Wi-Fi? Because that's actually what I found the contradiction with. Yeah. If you go to page, it says included in our package unlimited Wi-Fi, but then later on in the document, it says the Celebrity Infinity Wi-Fi is available for purchase.
No, I think it's included.
They have both. If you want a better Wi-Fi, if you want to be able to what is the word I'm looking for?
Download.
Yeah, I mean, if you want just basic Wi-Fi, it's part of the package. They will sell you something better if you feel you need something better.
The Wi-Fi is more for just us to communicate with each other, but Robin, Wi-Fi is included, but
okay, that's what I thought.
It's not like the Grand Poobah packages. Penny, did you have a question?
Oh, a small thing. You said I managed to do the boarding time as you suggested between around 1:30, I think.
Yep.
Everyone has done that.
Has everybody checked in?
I have.
So basically, what's going to happen is we'll transfer together, and then you will check in. I got the early check in because I have some meetings that I have to run to. So I'll run in, get those taken care of. You'll all check in because it's a process that they have been doing forever and ever. And then I'll have a meetup time for happy hour at a certain point. But yeah, we'll all transfer together and then you'll check in at a certain point. Yeah. But you probably won't get into your cabin. Helen, what time do they usually let you in? Like 4?
Lately, usually it's about 1-ish. So
it is.
Yeah, with COVID, it's sort of changed. Then again, for a long time, the ships were empty, which made it really easy.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're spacing it out now, it's been pretty smooth on getting into your cabins.
Okay, good. And your luggage will come. You know, they'll take your luggage and they'll deliver your luggage to your place. So just have whatever you want with you, like in your backpack, or whatever. Because the rest of your luggage will come later. Okay. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns? All right. So I'm going to get an email out to y'all with different excursions. And then again, if you want to do your own through Viator, happy to have you all. You know, it's just a really good. They have like every option you can ever imagine. But I've got, like I said, a local guide that will put together an option for us. I'm going to.
What is a hop-on, hop-off bus?
Oh, it's a city bus that takes you around. It's like a 90-minute if you just stay on it the entire time. And what's cool about that is that you kind of use it as a taxi. So I'm going to recommend some places for y'all to get off and see some different communities.
So it's just a scheduled bus.
But it's like one of those double-decker things, you know, where you can sit outside and
Right.
You know, it's narrated. It's one of those things.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. They're a great way to see the city. And then you have the pass all day. So if you want to go, I'm going to recommend you guys go to La Boca for lunch. You get off in La Boca, you spend an hour or so tooling around there, you get back on the bus, takes you to Recoleta, you want to go tour the cemetery. So it's kind of that type of deal. That's why it's called hop on, hop off, because you can get on and off whenever you want. It's pretty cool.
Every city has one.
Every city has, yeah. And they're all the same. The double-decker green and orange bus. Yep. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Well, now y'all know what I look like. So look for me on the 26th in the hotel lobby, and then on the 27th in the hotel lobby. And for those of you coming in on the 26th, we'll have an optional dinner to go to. So we'll have something to do that night. And then the same thing on the 27th, we have the tango dinner show, which is fantastic. They're so fun.
I think someone already mentioned this, but there's a bunch of us that arrive at like 9-ish a.m. on the 26th. Can you suggest a location in the airport where we can all meet?
Baggage claim.
Baggage claim.
Well, that's if you're on the same plane.
Well, what I would do is I would exchange emails. I mean, not emails, cell phone numbers, because there is Wi-Fi at the airport. And then just know when everybody's coming in is just text each other. But baggage claim is going to be your best bet, because you got to go through customs. You know, you got to do all that first.
That makes sense.
You know, and then baggage claim. Everybody has to go to baggage claim. So
maybe hold up each bring a little sign that says STI or something like that.
Yeah, or something, whatever. But
you can just flag it a little bit.
Definitely exchange numbers so that you have them. And I like to do that anyway. I like to create a WhatsApp group. Does everybody know what WhatsApp is? I like to do that because you can, sometimes you won't have text unless you have iMessage, right? So if we want to do that in the email that I'm going to send out, I'll have everybody send me their cell phone numbers and we'll set up a WhatsApp. It worked really well for us last time. Great. Okay, so I'm going to write that down too. All right.
Hey, Linda.
Yeah.
One question. The sheet that I printed out that has people's names and flights on it, mine is not on it. And I did put that into STI's form.
You did.
So I have completed that. I am arriving, as I hear people talking about, I'm arriving at 9:32 on the 26th as well. But I have completed that.
All right, I'll go ask operations. Do you know when you've completed it?
A couple days ago. So maybe.
Okay, this was done last week.
Okay.
So that's probably why. Yeah,
and I think Bobby has completed it as well. So maybe we just need an updated list.
I guess the one I'm looking at has Kimberly E. Yeah.
Yep.
It has you on
nothing
there.
filled in.
Oh, all right. I'm just looking at my printed copy. So
on mine it's filled in.
Okay, great. Thank you.
So
what airline are you coming in on?
I'm coming in on American.
Okay.
Yeah, Kim, yours is on here. Kelly, yours is not, but you said you just filled yours out?
Yes, I did it today.
Okay, so Kelly, we have yours.
Mine for Kimberly is empty, but
and then Allison, we don't have yours either. Did you?
Yeah, I filled out a Google Doc a few weeks ago.
You did.
Okay. But I come in on the 27th. I think I get in at 9:30 in the morning. I'm flying American from Miami. Yeah, I land at 9:32 a.m.
You're on the same flight I'm on the day before.
American 9:31 is my flight coming in.
Yep.
Anybody coming in on Delta?
I am, but I come in on the 24th.
Yeah, nobody ever comes in on Delta.
Yeah, we do have. Oh, Joyce.
It's a Donna.
Joyce is coming in on Delta.
Yeah, I live near Daytona Beach, Florida, and it's just such a nice small airport, and Delta's there, so I just always fly Delta.
You're on the same flight.
Excuse me?
You're on the same flight a day apart.
You're on American though, you said.
No, Joyce and Donna are both coming in on Delta 101, but on 2 different days.
2 different days. Oh, well, at least there's somebody else on Delta.
Well, like I said, I'm coming in on Delta, but I come in through Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so anything else? Okay, fantastic. That service number, if you ever have questions, or you can send me a note and I'll pass it along. But I will see everyone either the 26th or the 27th. Get excited.
Thank you.
Oh, can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Is there anybody else on deck 8?
I have no idea where I am.
On your app, if you go to your app and you click on the little person on the top upper right, it'll tell you what cabin you're in.
Yeah, Kelly, our views are obstructed. I'm hearing. I'm looking at it.
Oh, that's no fun.
No.
Well, hey, at least you guys all have a window. I have an inside cabin.
Oh wow.
It's all right. I don't spend much time there.
Sure.
If you download the paperwork that you need to get on the ship, that will have your cabin number on it.
Yeah, because even the luggage tags, I already printed out. Yeah.
They can't see.
Oh gosh. Oh, someone will show me when I get there. And
you need the express pass that you can download when you're on
We'll be able to do anything at the hotel too. So if you don't get a chance to, if you can, print it before you go.
Okay. Sorry, I forget.
Yeah, it'll look like this when you have it on your phone, the express pass.
Okay. I have one final question. It has been so long since I've been on a cruise. Dressing for dinner?
Oh, you know what? We'll have a couple of nights that, we'll want to dress, but mostly it's pretty casual.
Not as formal as it used to be.
No, but no leggings and, tank tops, but you don't have to be all dressed up in formal gown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed that.
I know. You certainly can. We can do one. Well,
I just don't have one right now. So that's why I was checking.
Well, that's why we do the theme nights. We dress up and we do our theme nights at dinner, and it's just,
I'll just come as a big popsicle.
Yeah. There you go.
I think the problem with dressing up is, as the airlines were charging you for excess luggage, it just got to be ridiculous.
Yeah. So
there are no formal nights on this ship, on this cruise?
There is one captain's dinner. I have to find out which night that is, but yeah, there's usually one captain's night.
Yeah.
They have a couple of nights that are dressier, but they're not truly formal.
No formal. So, bring a nice dress. Like I'll probably bring one nice dress, but
nice
otherwise I have a lot of what are those things called? Poncho shawls, like those new things that people things, but I wear a lot of those because you can dress them up, dress them down.
Black pants with a lot of fancy tops, and there you go.
That's it.
Yeah.
But nothing
woody tops?
Fancy tops.
Oh, fancy. I thought you said shanty.
Fancy.
What the heck is that?
And for the guys, if you want, if you want a jacket but no tie, it's up to you. It's whatever you want.
Okay. Oh, gone are the days of Cary Grant and Deborah. Who? My father met him.
If you still want to wear a tux, go on Cunard. They still do it.
Do they?
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you know where I am. Have a good couple of weeks, and we'll see y'all at the 26th or 27th.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Looking forward to it. Bye, y'all.
Thank you, Linda. Bye, everybody.
Bye.